This NHL team made a massive change to their team, but was it the right decision? This past week, the New York Islanders fired their head coach Lane Lambert after going 19, 15, and 11 through the team's first 45 games of the season. Now, I don't think anyone is surprised by this move, to be honest. Lambert was a mediocre coach for the Islanders and wasn't getting the best from his key players. The Islanders have not been able to close out games under his coaching, which is why they have lost 26 of those 45 games. But the firing of Lane Lambert isn't really the story here. The story is that the Islanders hired legendary goalie Patrick Waugh to be the next head coach of this franchise, and I have to say, this one kind of shocked me, and I think most people feel the same way. Now, I don't know if there were a lot of other guys available to hire or if the Islanders were planning this for a while, but Waugh hasn't coached since 2016, and a mid-season hire isn't exactly what I expected from this franchise. But let's talk about why this could actually be a good thing for the New York Islanders. First, let's look at Waugh's head coaching record from the past. Waugh was the Colorado Avalanche's head coach from the 2013-14 season through the 2015-16 season. His total record was 130, 92, and 24. In that span, Waugh only managed to get his team to the playoffs one time in those 3 seasons, where they were knocked out in the first round by the Minnesota Wild in a 7-game series. Since then, Waugh has not been a head coach in the NHL until now. Looking at his player stats, we all know Waugh was a sensational goalie during his playing career. Waugh is third all-time in wins by a goalie behind Martin Brodeur and Marc-Andre Fleury. He won 4 Stanley Cups, 2 with Colorado and 2 with Montreal, has 3 Vezina trophies, and is a first-ballot Hall of Famer when he was inducted back in 2006. With all that being said, I think his experience as both a head coach and player actually fits really well with this roster. Waugh knows what it takes to be a successful player, and for a team whose identity is based on their goaltending, there is no better guy to lead Sorokin and Varlamov. I will say though, Waugh does have his work cut out for him and will need to address some big issues that are holding this Islanders team back. Under Lambert, this team could not close out games. That's a big reason why their record is so mediocre and why he hit the road. Losing 11 games in overtime and a shootout through just 45 games isn't exactly what I would call clutch. Outside of clutch time, he will also have to help this team a lot defensively. The big reason outside fans call the Islanders so boring to watch is because their identity is based on their defense. They keep the score low, try to win games by wearing down the other teams, and scoring around 2 to 3 goals a game. Right now, the Islanders are anything but a defensive team though. They're relying way too much on their offense, which, let's face it, isn't exactly sporting a lineup of pure goal scorers. The other big thing that I think needs to be addressed is their special team units. Their power play has been pretty good to start the year, and I actually think that the Islanders are within the top 10, but their penalty kill, it's so undisciplined and is one of the worst in the league, and Waugh needs to come in and clean that up if this team wants to get back on track. But I think this is a good hire by the New York Islanders. Changing up the voice in the locker room could really help get things back on track for this team, and Patrick Waugh feels like the perfect big name head coach with the right credentials to hopefully get things right for the Islanders this time around. But what do you guys think about this head coaching hire? Do you think that the New York Islanders made the right decision? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next one.